in the building right now. We got a special guest right now. Well, we got a few special guests, but main attraction right here. I got the mixtape in my hand.
They flew in.
You know what I'm saying? From Philadelphia right there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The city of brotherly love. Give it up for my man Krujay.
What's good?
You know what I'm saying? What's good, baby?
Chilling.
I like that tat right there.
Yo.
Music.
How we doing? How we feeling tonight?
Oh, man. Everything is
Everything's
love,
good, baby.
man. Everything is love. So that track right there, tell us about that track. What was the title? What was the name? Because that track was kind of hard right there, man.
The track's called Quitters. Basically, the meaning of the song is
Talking
just
to the mic.
people fading out in music, doing what they do, not staying with it, letting them know for 2010 that I'm going to be doing it and not leaving.
That's
You know
what's
what I
up,
mean?
man. That's what's up.
Grabbing it by the damn balls.
That's what I thought. Get the cojones, man.
Cojones.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So, like, when did you start? You know, when did your MCing start, man? Like, when did you start doing your thing?
I started writing like 8 years ago.
Okay.
8 years ago. I started taking it real seriously about 5 years ago.
Right.
Started recording, started trying to get some shows together. Took tracks more personally, you know, and since then things been skyrocketing.
That's what it
That's
is.
what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Yo, let me ask you this though. Being in the game and rapping, you know, it's really dominant African Americans. So how do you feel being like one of the few white dudes to go against these dudes? Because I know sometimes they probably be like, oh, this is a white boy, whatever,
Yeah,
whatever, and
yeah.
try to hold you down and all that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I didn't even know you was white or whatever. You know, I just heard your music at first. I was like, yo, this kid's all right. Then I seen you on YouTube. I was like, oh, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about going against that?
You know, I welcome it. I welcome whether, you know, people dislike it, whether people have a good outlook on it, you know. It doesn't really matter, obviously, what, you know, skin color you are. It's your love for the music. I've had a love for hip-hop since I knew what music was.
Yeah.
So the whole skin color thing, it really doesn't mean too much to me. Really, I mean, depending on the MC, you're not going to see who they are before you hear that track.
That's true.
And so far, things are working out, so...
That's what's up, man. I see
Yeah.
you getting a lot of love in Philly, too.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
man. So, like, what's the average day for Krujay, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the average day for you?
The average day consists of usually working. And once I'm done work here, you know, I definitely get in my pad, you know, once I'm done, as often as possible, try to record these tracks that I'm writing. And, I mean, that's what it is.
Have
know,
you done
it's
any tracks with any, like, known artists, such as, like, Freeway? Because there's a big movement out there in Philly with artists. You know what I'm saying? Freeway, the whole that whole clique out there, the Roots and all that.
Definitely. Unfortunately, I haven't got the chance yet. Working on getting my name out there.
Okay.
You guys giving me a great opportunity to come up here to the Boogie Down and do my thing here. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Yeah, we
Where
respect
hip
that
hop
too,
started
man.
first, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
You know what I'm
right.
saying? We about to take him down to the South BX and
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it poppin', get some history going, Cedric
That's
Casita
what's up.
and all that.
Definitely.
So, like, what's like, you know, usually I ask people that come up to the show, like, what got you inspired in hip hop, man? Like, what made you say, you know what? This is what I want to do
Yeah,
right
what
here.
was
Like,
that
who?
first
Yeah, what was
song,
that
man?
first song that said?
First song.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I listen to Biggie Smalls. I listen to a lot of EPMD. You know, really what it was
Yeah, there you go.
was the beats.
Right.
That fascinated me. That made me just want to start. You know, at first, how it turned out might not be where I'm at right now. But, you know, just following the love with that, just on and on and on. And, you know, the new artists that are coming out, everybody's different aspect on how this music, where is it going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And that's what it is.
So EPMD,
That's-
man.
That's
That means you know your
Roots,
music, man.
Yeah.
Roots, quality, you know, a lot of just hip hop along that, you know, role.
yeah, the true stuff.
Exactly.
Not no
exactly.
cookie cutter.
Not that I'm saying all. I guess that cookie cutter music is. I don't appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate all musicians
Right.
and what
Yeah.
they have to bring in this game.
You know, like the Philly rappers, do y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the vibes out there in Philly? Like, is this the same like New York, you know what I'm saying, as far as the music is concerned? You know, because I don't be out there a lot, but like, how's the music feel out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, respecting New York. What do y'all listen to, like West Coast, North, Midwest, everything? You know.
I listen to a bit of everything. A lot of Philly music. It seems like a lot of Philly music is pretty hard, but that's kind of like the state it is right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people got hunger there. A lot of people. There's a lot of artists in Philly.
Right.
There's a lot, and a lot are trying to do the same thing that I am. Chances like this, when they come up, they're grabbing it too. You know, it's a fight out there. That's all it is.
Yeah, a lot of battling.
A lot of battling. A lot of obviously war. We hear about that every damn day.
Yeah.
They're hungry.
Yeah.
They're hungry.
That's
One
what
thing
I'm
about Philly though, man, like y'all show us so much love, man. Every
Yeah.
time I go out there, it's open arms, man. You know, so that's why when y'all come out here, I always make sure I give y'all the same respect, man. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to all y'all out there.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Shout out to Max's. You know, I love that spot.
Word up.
All right.
So introduce your peoples, man. Who we got in the building right now?
Got my manager here, V-Rock.
V-Rock's in the building.
From Belfield.
Oh, my government.
We got my other man here, Big Hove.
Say what's up.
Yeah, it's me, Hove. You know what I'm saying? Big Hove.
Word. Man, he mad. He's a mad cool dude, but he sound mad intimidating on the mic to you.
Yo,
Big hole.
Big Hove.
I will bust that ass, boy.
Try and take his cheeseburger.
Word up,
How did
miss.
you get that name?
It was one of them names that just, since I was like 18, 19, it just stuck with me. I mean, it started off with Big Man, you know, because, I mean,
Now the reason why
can
I
tell.
ask, you know what I'm saying, when I get there, that people gonna be like, you know, another hole. We all know who
oh,
that is.
yeah, Jay-Z.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know,
But
like,
make
when
no.
they hear that name, they're probably gonna think, oh, Jay is on it. But then they're gonna hear somebody else and gonna be like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the stipulations with
You
know,
say you had that name
It's
since
alright.
like 18, 19.
It's
that
alright,
means you ain't
though.
that old.
I don't think
Even
they gon-
before you really heard of Jay-Z coming out, like, people just called me Hove. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's what it is. I don't
what's
think
up.
they gonna make no mistake. People probably be intimidated. Like, all right, you got it, son.
Oh,
You got
son.
Hove. All right, yo, that's your name, brother. You know what I'm saying? So how did you discover this dude, man? You know what I'm saying? How did you discover this guy right here?
I mean, really, somebody came at me. I was spinning one night. I'm a DJ too, man. And somebody came at me, was like, yo, I know you trying to do your thing, and I got this dude you need to listen to.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what I mean? Get me a CD.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, we 3 more times seeing that person, I'm like, where the CD at? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then finally, you know, got the CD, and I'm like, whoa, I'm going to have something here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we just clicked, man. He's a good dude. He's focused, man. So, you know.
That's what it
That's
is.
like a
it
gem,
evolved,
man.
You know what I mean?
That's a
Mhm.
gem finding raw talent like that.
Exactly.
You know? You don't
Man.
find raw talent like that anywhere.
Exactly. And what?
And focus, and I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna worry about finding him. He's in the lab, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's always in the lab.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's
man.
what it is. And what, like, when you look for artists, like, what do you look for as a DJ? Because I know, you know, us being DJs ourselves, like, we look for certain things in the artist. Like, I want to. I'm not even gonna say what I look for. I want to hear what you look for in the artist. You know what I'm saying?
For real, man. I mean, you was talking about the Philly, New York thing, man. We lyricists.
Right.
So whenever
Definitely.
I listen to somebody, you gotta say something I can listen to.
Exactly.
Man. I'm trying to hear lyrics. So that was the thing that caught me with this dude. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't dancing with it. He wasn't
Right.
pop locking, dropping it. You know what I mean? He
No
was
gimmicks, no
yeah,
gimmicks.
He was really spitting. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that caught me, man. You know, I'm a lyricist. I want to hear lyrics.
No doubt.